Struggle for the people. Die for the people. Heads up, eyes open, the fist clench. Y'all know who this is and how we do this. Y'all just get locked and loaded for another episode of Free. Okay, I definitely want to end with the chairman. Long live chairman. Live and direct, that's what it is, y'all. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's take history. Here's up, eyes when the fist clench. Y'all know who this is. Now we do this here. Another episode of Freedom on Radio here at Intellectual Radio. We live and direct. Let's again, if y'all can't take a pause for the calls, open them front doors and back windows. Let them know once again it's on Wednesday. We're a little late. We quality time outweighs quantity time. We coming at you. We coming at you through your front doors, your back doors. We come to do Instagram. We come to do intellectual YouTube. You name it. That's what it is. So if they can repost it on TikTok or whatever, do what it do, y'all. Weekly episode of Black Panther, weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. So if y'all can, let's get locked and loaded. Make history, take history, tape history. I'm joined by some phenomenal sisters. They just touched down. We'll tell about ourselves in a minute, and you know what I'm saying, and what they came here for, and what they done thus far already. Holla, it's in the building, y'all. You know what I'm saying. She asked a question about what we doing in the West Coast. We want to make sure we connected with the comrades there, so make sure y'all get y'all pens and papers or iPads, whatever, you know, to make these connections happen. Y'all see my voice is going, but the spirit is good. But the spirit liberation is still going hard. Dr. O's numbers is 929-477-3785 and press 1. Also 708-223-8953. That's what it is. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's take history. That's what it is, y'all. Been moving and grooving. We was on Carl Nelson show early this morning. Moving and grooving, hitting that. Got a few more things to touch down with. Y'all can right on. I was next in the building. First Sergeant Dobby in the building. I see y'all. That's what it is. Let them know we live and direct. We have a number of things we're going to touch down on. I don't know if the brother, Black Militia with the clothing line, you know what I'm saying, who hails out of Maywood. I couldn't get the address to you in studio. I got to slow down. I keep on saying it, but I got to slow down. You know, I got to slow down, man. Real talk. Brother Khan in the building. Chirac in the building. That's what it is, y'all. So let me know if we got any callers in queue. Feel y'all tap in. I know we told his brother Black Militia. It was clothing line. You know, his knowledge, you know what I'm saying, we got going on, touchdown. Also, we looking for the mother, Tamir Rice. For those who don't know, who's coming up this Saturday. Big day. Gonna be in Cleveland, Ohio. Making a connection, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ironically, Akron, not ironically, I mean, it's the modus operandi, how this system gets down. Akron, Ohio is hot. You know what I'm saying? The funeral service is today. Jalen Walker. You know what I'm saying? We hiding the contradictions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People say, well, maybe police got to get better training or what have you. You know what I'm saying? You see, they're perfectly capable of taking the white individual in who, I'm gonna bite my tongue. Just going, technically, how they say allegedly, but I don't even think he denied. But 7 people murdered 7 people. You know what I'm saying? Taken in, unharmed. His young brother Jalen Walker. You know what I'm saying? They say they shot 90 shots at him, hit him 60 times. I might be talking fast, so it might have went over y'all heads. Shot at him 90 times, hit this young brother 60 times. 60 times. Jalen Walker, the funeral service was today. If that don't strike a nerve with you, you dig, your political pulse is probably, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, out of there. We're talking about that. We're talking about what's going on this Saturday in Cleveland, Ohio. We're talking about Sri Lanka. What's happening now? The uprising, you know what I'm saying? What's going down? You know what I'm saying? I see Ray Browski tapped in. I wanted you to come on the studio, but I couldn't think of the address. I got to slow down. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm getting a reality check who I am, how old I am. I'm getting a reality check, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving down. I got this, man. Slow down, man, straight up. I got this idealism, so man, it's gonna move nonstop. But reality is checking me. Steven in the building, and Chris in the building, Free Mall right on, and Chirac in the building, Levante Burks, that's what it is, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get locked and loaded. Bring, okay, Sister Conrad, do we have any callers in queue? While you checking it out for me, who we have in studio with us? Give us why are you here in Chicago? What you got going on? Who came with you?
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ayula Mitchell, and I hail from the West Coast. I'm from San Francisco, right across the bridge from the birthplace of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. I have been in Chicago for a little over 2 weeks now. I just believe that you can't say you are for the people if you're not in the communities with the people. And so I came for a conference that we were doing. I do healing work. I do trauma healing work with people on both sides of the walls. We have a lot of trauma as a people. And so I took this opportunity to spend some time in Chicago, not just come out here and go to the conference. And I've met some amazing people doing some incredible work out here in Chicago. And I'm telling everybody that Chicago is so much more than the 90-second news story about violence. There are some beautiful people who love their cities, they love their communities, they love their people, and they're doing the work. And it's been my honor and my pleasure to have been able to meet Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., his Chairman Fred Hampton Sr.'s life and legacy I've studied since I was a 14-year-old girl. And so it's just really an honor to be here with you and seeing the work that you're doing, learning about the Panther Cubs, learning about the work you're doing, the Panther Cubs are doing with the Young Lords. It's been a ride. It's been a ride and an experience.
We honored to have you here. I'm looking around. You want some set your thing? Just set your phone up. I'm trying to see. Trying to find another stand or some books or something for you. But we are honored to have you here. Conference. What was the? I can think of the title of the conference this morning. What was the title of the? What was, I can't recall it.
National. I'm bad with names and remembering things. I know it was on restorative justice. It's a national conference that happens every 2 years.
A lot of times these conferences, and a lot of these events, a lot of times, I brought this up. Some people from Seattle had came to the Hampton House. They said y'all told them about the Hampton House, and they was like, well, we didn't know nothing about this. Some people I've met at this conference, it was at the McCormick place. They was like, man, we didn't know nothing going on about the Hampton House, so on and so forth. And a lot of times these conferences, in majority of cases, they're not designed to really, get people, on the ground doing some work. So we got to acknowledge that, See, the deal is like, I remember, ironically, the event where I had my now ambassador of international affairs, who resides on our central committee. I recall our first meeting. It was a case of, was it in Minnesota? It might have been Minnesota. And I was speaking with a group that brought me there. They really weren't trying to do no work. The group that got me there. And I got there, and I remember I was talking to our ambassador on the phone. He wasn't our ambassador of international affairs then. And he was kind of like beating around the bush. He do you know the people that brought? I said, listen, man, come grab me. I need to get to the pool hall, the barber shop, and to the hood. He said, huh? I said, come grab me. I need to get to the pool hall, the barber shop, and the hood. There's no gift wrap revolution. You know what I'm saying? These different entities ain't gonna say, okay, here you go, connect with this force, so on and so forth. Work what you gotta work with, you touch down, hit the community, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Man, make it do what it do. And I just want to commend this sister, all those forces that came in, Holland from Brooklyn. The Hampton House was not in the linear notes of the programs for this event. But they made a point. I say, man, we can touch down 3:00 p.m., And then next, no, 1 o'clock. And then we had to change it. You know what I'm saying? We had to move on a pivot. Things happened at 3 o'clock. They were there. And they said, we waiting. We on deck. We waiting. We here. And then, add to that, it has not been a 4 weeks since they came to the Hampton House. They got a phenomenal video, you know what I'm saying, that capsulized, you know what I'm saying, that put together, you know what I'm saying, the times they were here, you know what I'm saying. And, you know, and it's something, I struggle with a lot of people who, you know, so who put this video together, take all the time wasting, you know, excursions and futilities and unnecessary meetings people want to do. Now let's just do it, you know what I'm saying. I'm just, man, just do it, you know. And we're gonna make some mistakes. And I just want to, not even them rappers, them young rappers, they would just get their videos, they would just shoot them, stick and move. And a lot of times people want to do more time and meetings and, you know, and don't come out with nothing. Pac talked about it. They say Pac will be in the studio to tell cats, man, lay that track down and get up out of there. Them cats, it's other cats who they want to sit back and cut it up and do that. Move, you know what I'm saying? Man, gotta move on it. And they got the video done. And I'm struggling with so many cats on projects. One cat I joke with, I said, listen, man, I know you probably waiting on me to be dead or took up out of here, and you be on some shows and I should have. This stuff is important for people to see what's going on there. People are organizing on the ground. Commandante Ernesto Che Guevara said that the role of the propagandist can be as important as that of the guerrilla. The role of the propagandist can be as important as that of the guerrilla. The images, the information. I got comrades who told me out their mouths, man, I didn't know how to read growing up. But he would look at the Panther papers, the illustrations, you know what I'm saying, the drawings, and you know, how it impacted him. You never know what dynamics impact people. Today, I'm down in Maywood, someplace, black-owned company, A&M Italian Icy. I'm rapping this brother today. They made was Italian Icy joint. So I'm talking to him, telling him who I am. He said, you related to Dutch? I said, Dutch, I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. He say, he remembers a child. The Panthers would have meetings. He said he stayed 12:30 something Keeler. He said the door would be open. You can walk past. He said, I remember how the police always gave him a hard time. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of times you be talking to people, they talk about organizing and negating the COINTELPRO, the counterinsurgency. You know what I'm saying? The dynamic of, you know, being unmolested. I'm talking about it's a poster in the Hampton House shows you the arrest that Panthers were subjected to in Chicago in the 69 alone. This is important to put, and that stuck with this brother. You know what I'm saying? I remember that, how they always, it's so common. I got pulled over I got pulled over 3-4 times last 5 days. And I'm talking this one sister, she probably listening too, and good. Because it's like, I had to catch myself. Yeah, I didn't hear back from you. I said, watch it on the live. Police pulled me over. I'm on live 2 nights ago. I'm in the passenger seat. They asked me, give me your license. And you can hear them, all right, Mr. Hampton. Give us. I got this on live, and I'm not crying the blues because there's no music playing, but these are different dynamics. And a revolutionary can never explain to a civilian what his life is like. Real talk, real talk. But the deal is to win people. You know what I'm saying, and I have to catch myself because it's a drain on the brain. You know what I'm saying? The day-to-day, you know what I'm saying, struggles that happen, but you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, y'all. Michael Shaw in the building. I remember that name. We was in the infamous Cook County Jail together, Division 6. Infamous Cook County Jail, y'all. Largest county jail in the country. The largest county jail in the country. You dig? Matter of fact, when we updating y'all, Sister Cassandra Grill, the widow of Nicholas Lee, you know what I'm saying? She talking about this whole thing about the history of Sheriff Tom Dart in particular. I can't rightfully remember how long he may have been the sheriff when we was there. Brother Michael Shaw, we was there too long. I remember Division 6, 2G, I think 2G or 2Q. No, excuse me, Division 1. No, Division. What time I get? Yeah. In that county jail, in fact, yesterday I was riding. The brother told me, "Why don't you go this way? It's a shorter route." Going past it, now I just don't feel like riding past Cook County Jail. I went the longer way. The damage. Field Marshal George Jackson said, "No man." We're gonna paraphrase it. No man, no woman leaves that place independent. How you tap this? You want you trying? Shaw, hit it again. If you want me to bring you in, I'll bring you. Let me know if you want, because it's new to me. Hit it again. I'll bring you in. I don't know if you make that. I don't know if you made a mistake. Hit that. Vontae, you say Sheehan. Now Sheehan was that's way before Dart. Sheriff Sheehan, that's way before Tom Dart. And Dart said out his mouth on 60 Minutes that Cook County Jail was the largest mental health institution in the country. The history of Cook County Jail, it's got cases with 17-year-old sisters. 17-year-old sisters forced to rinse out their sanitary napkins for reuse. Cook County, I'm not talking across seas, I'm talking Cook County Jail. Those who been in the infamous Cook County Jail, y'all remember the day looking out the rat fights, watching out seeing the rats. Remember the right, Brother Vontae, he was there as a juvenile, yeah. And you know what's interesting too? There's a law, one of the laws that blatantly said all counties, for the exception of Cook, the juveniles had to be separated from the adult population. Now, you're talking about Chicago, you had Randolph, Thomas, different counties. But Cook County is, at one time, the largest per capita of black population in the country. So why would they say it's all right in Cook County for children to be around adult population? You know what I'm saying? People say, man, you tripping, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a coincidence. Why is this? You know what I'm saying? Division 1, my brother. Mike Shaw on the bit, real talk. Okay, finish. Okay, Ray Brown's gonna bring you on in 1 minute. I'm not gonna bring you on for a few minutes, and then let me know. Then Shaw, you stay on. Let me know if you bring back some memories. Just even talk. Division 1. This is what it was. Division 1. I don't know why I keep. Okay, that's the Division 6 another time. But Division 1. We're gonna talk about Cook County Jail. Talk what's going on. We're talking about Alicia Gill just tapped. We're talking Menard, infamous Menard. We're gonna talk about what what's some of the issues that Cassandra Greer is talking about. Is pushing, exposing this infamous, again, Cook County Jail. What happened during the coronavirus, when we first heard about the pandemic? How the phone calls that was given to Sheriff Tom Dart and others, you know what I'm saying, the detail blow by blow of, you know what I'm saying, the death toll. Cassandra Greer documenting, you know, she talked to her husband then. You know what I'm saying? Bam, 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 detailing that. We're gonna make the connection, because the Minister of UAP News said that prison is a microcosm of the outside community. Prisons are as Malcolm X said, America itself represents prison. We're gonna try to correlation to what's happening with Jalen Walker. What happened to what happened? Unfortunately, what happened to Jalen Walker? Now, what happened to him? What's happening in Cook County Jail? So, comrade, do we have any callers in queue? If they do, give me 1 second. I'm bringing the brother on for.
Okay.
You say no?
Okay, yeah, we have we got Brother Norman in queue.
Hold right on. Give me 1 minute, Norman. Let me get his brother in. I think we got Tamir Rice, the mother Tamir Rice, gonna be calling in too soon. Okay, come on, brother Ray Hobrowski. Are you ready? Come on in. While you tap the thing, so this is new to me. I'll bring you on Facebook. Vontae was in juvenile. The infamous St. Charles. You was in St. Charles 1998 to 89, and set about the Chicago Police Department. St. Charles, y'all remember, it was a movie, St. Charles. And I remember as a juvenile. Okay, because me and you may got each other around a couple of same times. I think we was around the same age, Vontae. I think so. And I remember as a child, we would see brothers had them T-shirts, and they would have the owl on them, some with the tiger, and that was what particular juvenile detention center they were held at. And St. Charles was heralded as one of the most top, like the notorious. In fact, it was a movie. I don't know if you remember that movie. The movie, that's what I think Sean Penn first. They say he couldn't act, but his father was a major player in Hollywood, and that's I think he was in that movie. And they had some actually Bernard Gales. He's deceased now. He's passed now. G Rock. Joe, actually that's what's the sister's name who's been missing? Who worked for the post office? Kiara, okay, we got some Rice. Okay, hold on, right on. I'm gonna bring you on to these two calls. Hold the line for Miss Rice. Hold the line for us. Yeah, Bad Boys. No, that was it. Bad Boys. Ira. Yup, that was it. And what's the he was in it too. What's the brother? His daughter's been missing. We did animal on the show. We looking for his daughter. Kiara Coles. Kiara Coles. Joe Coles was in there. Yup. Bad Boys. That's it. Sean Penn. Yup. And St. Charles was notorious. Notorious. He had Harrisburg. Yeah, I remember hearing the different stories about that. Let me come on, brother. Already bring you in. Get some updates. Tap on to move on. Get a lot of updates. And Michael, hey Michael, Sean, I'm gonna bring back your memory. I'm gonna take your flashback while this other brother coming in. It's this movie. We in Division 1. I remember in that Division 1. Yup, Division 1. And I can't. And what's this? The movie came. What's that movie? Was it American Me? No, that Kid Frost song. Ain't no sunshine. We redid it when she's gone. And I never forget. They said the movie finna come on, and everybody ran to the get on the tables, and everybody, different organizations. So y'all know Chicago. This back you had structure. You know what I'm talking about, man. Different organizations they did, and this white cat that came up, and I guess that privilege, that just I guess he got confused where he was at. He just went to the front and got his seat like he's been sitting in front of everybody. And Michael Shaw, I don't know if you remember this, man. I don't know, man. This was before night. This was '89 night, man. All I heard Michael Shaw say, "Hey, my man, white folks in the back of the bus said over here, man." Boy, listen, I don't know, you remember that show? I died laughing, boy. Hey, man, that white dude came up there. He sitting there like he hit the movies and stuff. He getting comfortable. You say, hey, white folks get to the back of the bus over here, man. Boy, I remember, yeah. Brown was in, okay, he was in Bad Boys. And, yeah, it's that dude named, who else? Cause the guys, yeah. Who else is in the G-Rock? Now I get, yeah. Okay, well, you at Broski, we got to get you in, man. Tap you in. Y'all tune in live and direct. You know what I'm saying? You remember that show? You remember that? Boy, I laughed so hard, man. And the white dude in his mind, I say, well, like I tell people, I say, it was just natural. He thinking that, regardless of the logic, all these black folks, he gonna get in the front of the movie in the Cook County jail. We like, damn, black folks gonna get, I mean, just the world was built around, man. The arrogance is something else, man. And I just heard Sean say, man, hey, they're in the back of the bus over here. Boy, listen, that stuck with me so long, man. You know, I remember that, man. Yeah. What that movie, American Me? Yeah, I think it was. Good boy, yeah. And what's my man name? What's my man? Bo. They had the animal, National Geographic animals came. Bo used to come through that one. Time to watch the animals. Yeah, man. And don't get it twisted, man. I got some horrible memories too. Don't get it twisted. Horrible memories of the infamous Cook County Jail. I just flashed back on the smell, the scent. The smell of Cook County Jail. It just hit me just now. It just hit me. The way the butter looked, the spoons you got to carry all the time with you, you know what I'm saying, in your pocket. One plastic spoon, spork, that they give you. The dingy, nasty floors. Count time, all that shit. Never forget. It's not even African. It's not even a term in Africa. You know, like uhuru means freedom. In certain African terms, you speak and you. There's no term in African people for jail. That's a foreign concept for us. We couldn't conceive no shit like that. Foreign. It's foreign to us. Foreign to us. Oh man, A-Rod, you took it there, man. You took it there. this brother here, man, he got a hell of a lineage also. He said, I can still smell the tunnel. He said, I can still smell the tunnel.
Is the tunnel which you would travel from detention to the courts?
The tunnel to the courts. They would take you to courts, and from, like, even to any movement, like from like the different divisions and the decks, like they would take you through, and the beatings were notorious. The guards, I remember they had a contract, they had a hit on us one. I remember literally, I mean, the guards intake, man, hold on, take a step by step, bro. Slow down, you take a step by step, because man, you intake, yeah, that whole process, man. The tunnels, I remember me and this brother named this was Division 6, Division 1. Had to be Division. I keep Division. Okay, Division 6. Okay, now Division 1. This is Division 1 also. Mustafa, Milton Patterson, that was his name. The guard said if we get caught by ourselves, they was gonna get down on us. And I said, man, make sure any visits we get called, I have somebody else get called on the visit with me. You know what I'm saying? They try to trick you down to the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Come, call you down there, whatever. You got to visit, all that bear, whatever. In that tunnel, all type of stuff. Man, you know what I'm saying? When no in the tourists, the guards, the 6'1" guards. They had to be a certain height to even become. That was the crew, the special crew they had. And they had caught Milton Patterson. They had caught him. They got him on the bad self in that tunnel. They paralyzed him. They beat him down so bad. And I remember we was going to court. I remember for him. And when he got out, he was the settlement, the lawsuit he had filed, came close to it being settled. Then he got locked up in Iowa. Milton Patterson, who the guards in Cook County Jail, they was open about it. They said they catch Fred after me or him to get down on us. And I remember my visit. I turned visit. I said we all just never went solo. They got him back and they beat him. They paralyzed him. He had sued, and he was about the settlement was about to happen. He got pulled over for traffic. And he was in Iowa jail, and he's supposed to bang on the door and caught a heart attack and passed. Now, let me repeat that again. The guards in Cook County Jail in Chicago, they saying they're gonna get out, they're gonna whoop us on. Our names was posted. They called him, they beat him down, so they paralyzed him temporarily. And then later on, we was going to court. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he got out, and the settlement he had about to come down, and he's in Iowa, and I think it was a traffic they say he had. And they say he was beating on the door to the point that he supposed to have a heart attack and pass. The insult to your intelligence, this shit. But the sad thing, some of us go for this shit, believe this shit. Milton Patterson, Mustafa, real talk. What? Baby, after my grandchildren met. Wow. In Cook County Jail, a lot of history, man. Yeah, a lot of history. Y'all get, okay? Where you at? Red Browski, you gotta come on in. I'm gonna hit you later on because we gotta get these. We gonna take y'all. What's going down? What's happening in Ohio? The connection, the irony. Okay, bro, we're gonna. Okay, is Ray Brown? Is you tapped in? I don't know. Okay, this is new to me. I had to work this. I'm scared to touch this button. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that is work. Okay. Miss Rice, bear with us for a minute. And who else? We need you on deck. Okay, so don't go nowhere, Miss Rice. Somebody else I had on. And Norman. I may be familiar with Miss Rice. If you're not, take a flashback. If you think this is some new MO how they get out in Ohio, and what they recently attempted to do, with the police, they murdered Tamir Rice. We're gonna talk about all that. Okay, I'm waiting on this brother to tap in. I think we're trying to add you in now. I don't know what's happening. Is something I'm missing? If this don't work, you might have to call in, brother Ray Obrowski. Yeah, it's taking too long. It's saying adding. No answer from the live video guest. Okay, bro. So you might get to call in because it might be me. I don't know what's going on. Norman, tap in with us for a minute. We want to bring Samir. We want to bring Miss Samir Rice in. Bring me Norman down. I'm going to Miss Samir Rice. We want to talk about where we going to be at this Saturday, y'all. We want to talk where we going to be at this Saturday. What's significant about this Saturday, brother? Bring Norman Richard in. Then we're going to read to Miss Samir Rice.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I was just saying that there is a new pub in Regina, Saskatchewan called the Hampton Pub. It's a restaurant, a vegan restaurant, and I'm looking at it on Facebook. They got a few chairs, 3 owners, and a huge picture of Chairman Fred in there. But it's on Facebook, and there was a guy by the name of Barry Lipton who your father stayed with when he was spoke in Saskatchewan. He basically told me about it. But that is I guess another some more accolades, coming. I never, Regina, Saskatchewan. That's basically a football and a hockey town, But in terms of there were African people that went there, but the history of Regina, Saskatchewan has been the history of African people there has been suppressed. A lot of black people came from Oklahoma and went to Saskatchewan. I believe there was a brother by the name of Al Hamilton, who was for lack of a better term, he was a gangstar. He went to prison for doing some acts that he was basically forced to do. He went to prison and he came out and he started this newspaper called Contrast, and he was born there. And his people had came from Oklahoma, because a lot of African people went to that part of the world because of the slavery situation. They escaped and set up communities in Regina. But it's on Facebook, and I just basically wanted to report that to you. And the second thing was that I think I was telling you on Carl Nelson's show, my grandmother was named Ola Mae Pruitt, and I was looking at the obituary, and one of the pallbearers of her at her funeral, she was buried in Jonesboro, Louisiana, and there was a Quincy Pruitt was one of the pallbearers, and I'm pretty certain that that Quincy Hampton, he may be a relative of yours.
When was the funeral again?
Jonesboro, Louisiana. In Jonesboro, Louisiana, that's the birthplace of the Diggins for Self-Defense.
Yeah. Diggins for Defense, right? Is it right? Is it?
Yes, sir.
And we talked. Yeah.
I had an uncle named Ciola Qualls. He was one of the leaders of the Deacons for Self-Defense, and in all the movies, all you got to do is Google his name, Ciola Qualls. They have a street named after him. And like I say,
if you want to jump, yes, you
was buried there, and one of the pallbearers was Quincy Hampton, right?
I know Quincy. Yeah, then we got a Quincy Hampton. Somebody just hold on. What was it? You just said something else. Trigger my man. You just said something else to Jonesboro. You said that's about Shreveport, Monroe, and you just for those who just tuning in. So you gave a roll call before.
Ruston.
You gave a roll call.
Grambling.
Some of the people that some of the noted ones that hail from there. So who were some other people that came from down there?
Shreveport, Alpinus, Bunchy Carter, from the Southern California Administrative Defense. Masai Hewitt, Raymond Masai Hewitt, he was the Minister of Education. Richard Williams, Serena and Venus Williams' father. Paul Mooney. I'm trying to figure out. And Johnny Cochran.
It's something that mud, it's some of that red clay dirt down there. So I remember something I said before. I knew it was something when sister was pregnant, they supposed to eat the red clay dirt or something. So if that's the case, man, bag some of that stuff up, get some of that red clay dirt. Some of these sisters, man, it's pregnant, that red clay dirt. Cause some hell of a cats come from down there, man. Yeah. That's Chairman Fred is buried down in Haynesville, Louisiana. His grandfather had a hell of an impact on him. L.U. White, man, hell of an impact on him, man. Man, right on with it. Hey, man. That's Norman Richmond getting into from Canada. I have fought getting to Canada for long. They over here ask you to ask the question, where do we get our hats from? These are the Black Panther Party Cubs. This is our official uniform. It's our official uniform. The Apple hats. Right now, it's a place on. Damn, you know what? I feel weird saying this too. I'm having a Panther Cub moment. These hats. I used to get them from the brother named Bacon on 47 King Drive. He done passed. Now it's a joint on Roosevelt. And the area used to be known as Jewtown. I ain't making this up, so I don't get this the area was known as in Chicago. In fact, Roland Martin has said one thing. He said he never in his life seen a city that openly had a place called Jewtown. Chicago, the race thing is just up front. It's just that's up front. I mean, it's laid out, And some brothers told me they remember when Chairman. You remember the Chairman had the fur on, the black fur hat. A lot of people don't know the history of that hat. That was, I'm saying, and the brothers, the twins, they was in the Black Panther Party. I talked to the twins, and they said, man, Chairman came back with that hat, man. He said, we got to make a beeline to go down to Jewtown. I said, man, Chairman had that hat, man, and that was Illinois Central Committee hat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a reason, it's a politic to why we have this too, So we have to, we have to, similar to like Minister U.E. P. Newton had pulled the uniforms back at a certain period of time because it started to outgrow the politics, catching at the playing games with, you know what I'm saying? And like even with us, the Black Panther Party Cubs, the berets, you know what I'm saying? People started, playing games with us, so we had to do something distinctive, with us, and it's the Black Panther Party Cubs. But it's joined down right off Roosevelt hosted. I get the exact name for it. That's where we get this from though. Canada, I'm to the point where I'm coming. I've been fighting for some years, like literally. I remember Mos Def. Now y'all seen Bay. We had a conversation about Canada. Something came about. I think he said that it was 2 weeks after Malcolm X had returned, he was assassinated, and 2 weeks after Chairman Fred had returned from Canada, he was assassinated. So I had this real eerie thing, but I'm good. I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to roll. We finna get our own line of these though too, man. So stay in contact with us. Check back with us. Who's that? Lottie Signal. Check back with us. Yeah. But no, let me. Can you
still hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Marcus Garvey had from coast to coast. They had a chapter in every province in Canada, and also in August the last meeting convention that the Garveyites had was in 1937 in Toronto, Canada. So we're going to be honoring the 85th year of that in August. there is a book that Tony Martin put out called it's the Fundamentals of Garveyism, and they have a whole meeting, notes from all of those meetings. And I was told the story that when Garvey came to Canada, he came on a Sunday, and he fired black people up so much, a lot of people went to work the next day, talked back to the boss, and a lot of people lost their jobs on that Monday.
Man, when are y'all having a celebration for Marcus Garvey in Canada? When?
It's going to be, I don't know if there's anything been organized. I'm not part of it, but it's the 85th anniversary of Marcus Garvey. Like we did a lot of tributes to Marcus Garvey when I was head of the Black Music Association, and I was with a radio station called CKLN.
What?
But I'm not in the best of health, so
I got you.
Haven't been able to move like I would like to move.
I got you.
But I'm pretty certain that Marcus Garvey had so many elements that supported him. Some progressive and some not so progressive.
We talking about doing something throughout the country. August 17th, Marcus Garvey's birthday. We talking about a couple of things. We talking about calling the declaration. We calling for a pardon, exoneration on the case he had, and we have an event in Oakland, California. We put a proclamation throughout the country, and you know what I'm saying. We got Detroit online. We definitely got Oakland online. Our communication secretary, Carol Fife, you know what I'm saying. The others, so we looking at that. To do a major move August 17th. So I look forward to be on the West Coast in Oakland for Garvey.
Can we piggyback off of that? Could you send us that information?
I definitely will. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm at. We the great grandchildren of Garvey, offspring of Malcolm, and the Cubs and Panthers. We live and direct on Freedom Radio. Give me a minute, Brother Norman. Let me bring this sister, Miss Rice, in real quick. You welcome to hold around or get back in with us. Just give us a minute. Bring me. Is it 2-1? No. No problem. That's Brother Norman Richard, y'all, who give you historical connection to music and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Bring me Miss Rice in. Then we're gonna holler Brother Ray Obrowski. 26. I forgot the area code. Cleveland. 612. I forgot. Is Miss Rice in? She in the queue? Sister Comrade. Free them all. Free them all, Sister Comrade. Oh, give me a 440. Ray Obrowski, let me hold for one. Hold on for a minute. I want to make sure we don't. That's 740. Brother Ray, bear with us, so we say Cub with us. Give me a get this update of this 444 update. Hold on for a few minutes from you. Oh my, I might have messed up. Not bad. Give me a 440 for a minute. You got it, Sister Comrade? You see it? Press 1. Ms. Rice, press 1. Make sure you press 1. She pressing 1? Make sure you press 1. My fault. Make sure you get, yeah. No? She's on? Free them all. Right on. Welcome. Welcome.
I hear me?
We hear you loud and clear. Welcome to Freedom on Radio. I know this is ain't no easy days in general, but Mr. Tamir Rice, can you just bring us to the speed? Like even today, the climate right now, what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with Jalen Walker down in Akron. What's coming up this Saturday. And I always say don't draw no foregone conclusion, but I'm hoping, I'm understanding we all are familiar with the case of Tamir Rice. You know what I'm saying? But this is his mother, Miss Tamir Rice, online with us. This is at a time where, you know, I mean, it would be ideal to say, man, you know how far we come. Remember how it used to be in Ohio with the police, you know what I'm saying, how they get down on you? Remember back in the days, how they gunned Tamir Rice down? We come, you know what I'm saying, we come so far, you know what I'm saying, you have black elected officials and, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And all this in the past now. It's a post-racial society. Then reality check. If you have any confusion, if anybody clear, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's still going down, and we still got to be resistance. Again, welcome to Fremont Radio, Ms. Rice. Tell us where you at today. Where, you know what I'm saying? Where you at? Where you know what? You know what I'm saying? For this, I mean, this climate we having it right. I mean, like for all practical purposes, next door to you, literally. Free them all, power to the people.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, sister.
Yes. So, it was a rough day for me today. You all, I was at the Jalen Walker's funeral, and I got a chance to view the body. It was really rough for me, but they did a good job with him. You know, it's nothing like a mother's cry and a scream that really I can relate to, so it was really rough for me today. It was a few people in the house that I did see and a few people I didn't want to see at the funeral, but for the most part, it probably was a good 500 or 600 people. I believe it should have been more, but again, the society, you know, the system affects society where, you know, a lot of us are still asleep. But, you know, in the Tamir Rice situation, Timothy Loman tried to get his job back in Pennsylvania, which is a little bitty town.
Who tried to get their job back? I don't know if that sounds familiar to our listeners. I don't know if everybody's familiar. Who tried to get his job back? Try to move him around.
Yeah, for the second time now.
Second time
now. Cuyahoga, Pennsylvania, which is a small town in PA, again, with a 700 population. It's a Trump town. And they were out there protesting with my son's face. They did not want that officer in their community. Again, the system is so broken that they continue to put these officers back on the force at different positions, and just like a recycling bin for these corrupt officers and things like that. So the system has proven time after time that it's definitely broken. Police reform is so questionable. I don't know how they're going to reform when they put policies and procedures in place where they break their own rules. So, again, they need to be looking at themselves in the mirror if they got a reflection. But going back to the Jalen Walker funeral today, it was very heavy in the room, very, very heavy. He had about 200 family and friends come in separately from the community. And Spike Lee was actually there to pay his respect. So that was pretty okay for the most part. You know, I guess it took a little relief or whatever. But and then I seen Tamika D. Mallory in my sign there, which, you know, I just said, Miss Mallory. You know, I just called her name out to let her know that I was in the house. And I'm trying to figure out what y'all doing down there. A few other people was there. Again, we know that there's opportunities around the world, around this country, and, you know, Black death is not a hustle. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to lend my voice and be there for the family, show my solidarity. A lot of people were happy that I was there, and like I said, it was very tough.
Yeah.
So this Saturday, we have a memorial revealing for Tamir Rice at Cadell Recreation Center from 11 to 2. This is where my son was murdered at, and his sister was handcuffed and tackled and forced to watch her brother die. So it's this Saturday, the revealing of a memorial that I paid for, and the foundation paid for. It's a pretty big memorial. It costs over $100,000. So the city of Cleveland has not helped me do one thing. Only thing they gave me was the permission to do the memorial. So it's this Saturday from 11 to 2 at Cadell Recreation Center. If anybody is interested in joining or coming to be a part of the historical event. Yeah, Chairman. So what's going on? Got any questions?
Well, first, I think I wanted to say right on. I think that was important that you would at the funeral service. Again, those who just tuning in, we talking to Miss Tamir Rice, the mother of Tamir Rice. We talking about the audacity of the same pig that murdered her son to 2 times attempt to go back. You know what I'm saying? To be not to be employed, not as a bus driver, not as a school teacher, not a police. I mean, you think? I mean, there's certain jobs you go in. You say, man, I think I'm cool on race car driving. I mean, I had a bad crash. That's kind of traumatic. I don't want to go there. You know, I'm trying something else. If you had a bad injury on the football field, let me try something else. I don't know. The audacity and arrogance. Right. Go ahead, sir, please.
Greetings, Miss.
And with that being said, Chairman, even at McDonald's, you get references and recommendations. And like I asked them,
good point.
Reporters, I'm like, well, the reporters out in PA was calling my phone. I'm like, well, didn't anybody check his records or get any recommendations?
Yeah.
Because they didn't know that was Timothy Loman that murdered my son. So anytime Timothy Loman tried to get a job in law enforcement, he has to realize that my son's name is connected to his name, and
that's right.
His career is over as a law enforcement. I have already told him that time and time again. I think it's almost like he's taunting me because he knows that I'm going to speak up for my son.
Yeah.
Again, the system is broken. It's so broken that they will allow this man to work anywhere in this country, knowing that he is unstable, emotionally unstable, and unfit to be a police officer. And that came from the chief of police in Independence, Ohio. It didn't come from me. It came from the chief of police. So, with all of that, we want to get rid of qualified immunity, throw away the police Bill of Rights that will make them citizens, and they could be charged as citizens, civilians, or whatnot. So that's our next project in Ohio. We need to get rid of qualified immunity immediately, and they need to cease fire on black and brown people around this country. So if anybody listening, please get to your governor, senator, house, wherever you got to go, and tell them cease fire on black and brown people across this country. It is not normal to have to live like this. It is abnormal. It is abnormal to have to live like this daily as a black African American woman in this country, where I can barely get any rest because I'm steady on the front line.
Right on.
Greetings, Miss Rice. My name is Ayula. I'm here with the chairman, and I just want to say I want to honor you for the work that you're doing on behalf of your son. On behalf of your son, and also to say to the audience, to people who are listening, that the police are never going to look out for our best interests, and it's up to us to make sure that these killer cops don't get rehired in other municipalities. It's unfortunate that it becomes our responsibility, but they are going to protect their own. We've seen this time and time again. And so until we can get qualified immunity off the books, until we can make changes to laws and policies and protocols. We have to be the ones that show up and stand up and speak out and say, no, we don't want this officer, this former officer, this murderer actually in our community. So I'm glad that, it's the arrogance that the chairman talked about earlier of white people, of white supremacy. But again, it's us that's going to say no more. No more killing our black and brown bodies, our babies, and our adults as well.
Right.
Brown people, absolutely. And that's why when I got word of Timothy Loman trying to get his job back, my team worked very quickly like they did when he tried to go to Bel Air, Ohio, and then he resigned in 2 days. So, and also the mayor, the president of city council in Cuyahoga, PA, he also resigned as the president because evidently the leadership is poor, and he did not care about he wasn't concerned about the citizens, because from my understanding, Timothy Loman was going to be responsible for 700 people in a small town. They hadn't had a police officer in 18 months, and this is what they come up with. So, the poor leadership around the country in these urban communities as well. So, again, I'm always on them. Trust and believe that I don't let up for nothing in the world. I always go in the door, city council and county council. I be slapping them up in their mouth, because I always tell them the leadership is poor and they need to find another job.
Well,
this is our co-host.
Fremont.
You were talking about Timothy Loman and these cops who try to get their jobs back. That should be one of the things that once you murder someone, you should not be able to get your job back nowhere. You should not be able to be in law enforcement ever again. And this is the 7 years ago, Sandra Bland was murdered by Brian in I don't know something Brian E something, and he was the charges were dropped against him if he promised. That was the wording. Promised not to try to be in law enforcement ever again. And it had me wondering, how many times has he made an attempt to go? You can go to these small towns or these small cities and different places, and no one would ever know. So who is keeping track of that? Who is making sure that these people never have a gun in their pocket, never have the power to go out and do anything that they've already done once again? So, it's that we're talking about this, and I was just reading about it earlier today. It's just, I wouldn't say coincidental. Yeah. And as far as the system being broken, I think, the system is working the way the system was designed to work. It's not designed for us at all. So the system is it's a well-oiled machine, is doing what it's supposed to do.
Absolutely. And there should be a registry. As you speak of other officers, there are registries for so many things. I know in California there's gang registries, there's sex offender registries. There in some states there's murder registries. They can make registries for everything else. There should be a registry for murderers, cops that have murdered people, so that just like people who have harmed others are prevented from doing stuff even after they have served time, etc., etc. Police officers, there should be some kind of registry where it's available for everyone to check on and to add names to, so that they can't be hired in other municipalities. And shame on the municipalities that are hiring these people.
What's his name again?
Timothy Loman.
It's Timothy Loman.
And
Timothy Loman. Yeah.
it should be. See, also, it's everything political. See, we want to, even the terms and words we use, like it should be like even the rappers and the songs and stuff, like you know what I'm saying. It should become synonymous. You know what I'm saying, with like the name and the talk. You know what I'm saying. Like at the Hampton House right now, we're doing some work around it. And we have, I said, with the garbage can, we got outside. We want to get a picture of William O'Neill on the garbage can, and you know, what I'm saying, William O'Neill, that was Agent Vacateur. One of them, you know, what I'm saying, that later, you know, what I'm saying, that supplied the floor plan with Assassin Chairman Fred and the Mark Clark. We in our communities, we have to have a wall of fame and a wall of shame. You know, so a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to talk about that. We should, you know what I'm saying, we should, I mean, their name, I mean, for generations to come, you know what I'm saying, people should be embarrassed even in the community. You know, as soon as you hear these names, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, you can't pinpoint the details. I know that it should be synonymous with, you know what I'm saying, with a criminal action, you know what I'm saying, it's, you know, it's a, like certain, you know, certain, in other communities, certain, you know, acts that people did. So we have to talk, again, to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like you go in Nazi Germany, they talk about, you know, it's different discussion. They don't just talk about just Adolf Hitler. They talk about Grobel, the Minister of Propaganda. You know what I'm saying? And the different, who's the most notorious ones, so on and so forth. But these pigs' names into our communities, you know what I'm saying? The rappers should degrade their names. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I remember we went to the funeral services of L.V. Hanyahan, a former Cook County State's attorneys. And, you know what I'm saying? We paid our disrespects. We went to the funeral service of this Negro James Gloves Davis and paid our disrespects. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It should be known for, you know what I'm saying? The people should be not even living, exist in shame. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the funeral services, so I said, this my Hanyahan said, this my father. I said, okay, we're at the right place then. You know what I'm saying? And this has to be, again. So when we talk about this, the victories that we have, but also when we talk about this war, it shouldn't be no vagueness about who these criminals are. You know what I'm saying? People should understand to really know who Tamir Rice is. You know what I'm saying? You get not just in the subjective way, but all those who took a stand, who pulled the trigger down to which reporter said some bogus shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit gotta be. You know what I'm saying? We got to have members like King and Elephants when they come to this shit, man. Real talk. We live and direct on Freedom on Radio. Spirit making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. I was saying earlier that was I think it was very important for you to be there today. Cause how far is Akron from you? From Ohio, Cleveland? I mean, what's the distance? Like, is it, you know?
It's like a 30-minute drive.
30-minute drive.
30-minute drive.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that packed, like I said, but people were getting in the door at 9 o'clock in the morning for the 10 o'clock viewing, and the funeral services start at 1. So everything went according to plan. I did get a chance to speak with the attorney that's representing the Jalen Walker family, and, you know, I just told him that we are watching. We want them officers, we want them fired immediately, and the charges, I believe, should be accessory to murder, murder, and capital murder. So I told him to try all 3 of them. Let him know that I was there for the family, and if they need to get in contact with me, because in my experience, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Right on.
So hopefully I'll hear from the family sometime soon. If not, I'll just wait patiently, and we will continue to hold, Akron accountable. Yeah, they need to figure out something, because Akron is a very small town, and it's not very poor out there. So, if this case is done correctly, the mom will be happy in the end. But there's so many people around her right now, I just got to give her time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Right on. Thank you. The Cubs are coming. The Cubs are coming. The Cubs are coming. The Black Panther Party Cubs are coming. We will be on the scene Saturday. This Saturday. We are there.
11 to 2.
We are there. And you know messed up. Like, you know you supposed to told Chairman 9 to 2, gave me a different earlier time because you know I be coming. You supposed to told me 9 in the morning, so we gonna be there.
From 11 to 2, and it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I was forgot.
And we say continue.
Well, yeah.
Continue condolences because we know, the people's pain reflects. And there's no cutoff time
There's no
for the
end
pain.
date for the pain.
For the
No
pain,
end
you know what I'm
date
saying?
for the pain.
It's a cleansing process. We fighting back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And for all the listeners, please follow us at Tamir Rice Foundation page on Instagram and Facebook. Thank y'all for having me. Free 'em all, power to the people.
Thank you, my sister. Free them all. Power
Free
to the
'em
people.
all. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
We live and direct, y'all. Those who just tuning in. Miss Tamir Rice, the mother Tamir Rice, just came back from the funeral of Jalen Walker. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you didn't hear those, you thought it was fireworks. Over 90 shots fired at him. 60 times he hit. Now, just imagine again. I said on Carl Nelson show this morning, the narrative changed. Just imagine news come on, man. They shot that man dog 60 times. Just be honest with yourself how you feel. If they said such and such, they shot the dog, man 60 times, and imagine the responses that'll be happening. Through what I'm saying from Peter and everybody else. You dig? We're gonna be in Cleveland, Ohio this Saturday, y'all. For the
Amadou Diallo case.
Amadou Diallo, yes indeed.
41 shots.
41 shots.
41 times.
41 shots.
Y'all see y'all, Angel Dickinson, free them all. Sean Stevens, Ohio, Sean, I'm gonna be your way. We're gonna be your way this Saturday. I miss you, brother. We gotta link up, man. At the Tamir Rice event. Paris, free them all. Right on, sis. Mustafa, free them all. Come right, cool in the building. Free them all. Right on. We all over, y'all. We touched down New York, West Coast.
In the building.
Hollers in the building. Holler came through and they hollered. They came through the Hampton House. They put the word out, the conference. Everybody come on through. Real talk. We still rolling, y'all. We still riding. This Freedom on Radio, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and also Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. We got special guests in the building. We got people from California sitting up in here, New York calling in, Ghana, you name it, because the deal is we cannot afford the luxury. We set tripping, y'all. This happening. It get down on us all over. This pig trying to move around, get another job. Timothy Logan trying to get another job, move around. And we got wherever they pop up at, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to be organized, you know what I'm saying? You hear these motherfuckers now, I don't care if they pop up in Alaska. Man, send word at night, that's a no-go, man, you know what I'm saying? Be clear on it, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever the Panther Party said, differences amongst the people are reconcilable. Differences in the people in the state are irreconcilable. Bring Brother Ray Obrowski in to touch on, to give us an update what he got going on. And where he at and what's happening. This is Comrade.
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to Free 'em All Radio.
Free 'em all, free 'em all, power to the people.
Free 'em all, power to the people, my brother. I think it's my first time actually hearing your voice. Tell us who you are. Okay, I don't know. Welcome to Free 'em All Radio. Tell who you are. What's happening with you? What's going on?
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me on, Chairman. This is an honor, brother. I appreciate it. My name is Ray Rabowski. I'm the owner of the Black Militia clothing brand. Panthers have inspired me a lot with this brand. I thought of the brand during the looting of 2020. Came up with it. My kids were in the city at the time. I had to go pick them up. They seen all the cops and everything outside in front of all these stores because I stay in the south suburbs. So they scared the cars. So long story short, get them in the house, get them situated, and I'm sitting outside just thinking like, man, they gotta be a better way instead of tearing these stores up to protest. But I wanted to do it through the clothing on the fly stuff at the same time, so anybody could wear it, old, young, you know what I'm saying? But we use the Panther as the strength of the logo.
as you've seen it, because you got your stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was a huge impact on the brand and why we did this episode. Again, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you having me on, brother.
We appreciate you coming on, brother. And I appreciate me say this too, right on, in regards to, the impact that the Panther Party had with you and others. I'm gonna say this too, and I appreciate the fact that because many people, it's been said. I guess I can really say imitation. What do they say? Like, not imitation. Flattery. Oh, what's his mom? Give me some rest. This whole axiom. In essence, is basically saying when some people do certain things, like the honor, out of honor, they like. I'm trying to assess this. It's an old axiom. It can be respectful. It can be respectful, and you know what I'm saying, and saying things in honor. But I respect the fact that you don't. I mean, okay, it's not the Black Panther Party. It's not the Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? It's a Panther that's simply, you know what I'm saying, and you say Black Militia, and I'm really saying that because.
Right. No, yeah, it's not the Panther. Right.
No. Okay, here you go. Somebody tell our listeners, Black boys, imitation is the highest form of flattery. I appreciate that. We appreciate that because it doesn't hold. Okay, like there's a certain politic to the Black Panther Party, and like even a lot of people, I'll tell the Black Panther Party Cubs, and our logo is a little different, and it's important. To say, okay, I respect this, you know what I'm saying, I acknowledge this, but this is something different, you know what I'm saying? And that's appreciative, man, because Black people, we have very little that we can identify and relate to. And people, you know, so a lot of people come through and they, you know what I'm saying, and they gut the legacies of certain dynamics, you know what I'm saying? And you know, as opposed to I tell people I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. I make that very clear. Just, you know what I'm saying, because that legacy of Chairman Fred. Matter of fact, you rarely ever hear me say Chairman Fred Senior. Cause I said he ain't got to have no suffixes on his thing. I said that's the Chairman Fred. You know what I'm saying? He pulled it off, and a legacy is so important. And so again, I just want to say we appreciate that because there's been so many cases we now have to expose contradictions. You know what I'm saying? People could come through and the flag the Marcus Garvey provided for us, the red, the black, and green. I remember this young lady had just came out organization no less than like 24 hours, and she was doing a flag and moving the colors around. So I got the call from Cali. I said, put her on the phone. I said, what are you doing? Well, I'm an artist and I think this way. I say, you think what? And it was the arrogance. I come out. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't.
This is, this man did time in the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary for this here. You know what I'm saying? This man gave his life for that. You know what I'm saying? That comedian Lil Rail in the building. My brother. Free them all, man. I miss you and love you, man. Real talk. Yes, indeed. In the building. Show you right. Man, we put together some, probably a big, in December, right? You know, in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we do like a re-release or something with the movie Judas the Black Messiah. And I get, man, this man could be Lil Rail. Hey man, I love you, brother. Real talk, man. I love you. He was also in the movie Judas the Black Messiah, and so many other pieces he was in, man. You know, and I mean, we come to me one time, he say, I ain't recognize you, got your hat on, man. But I give us some information where you at, Brother Ray Obrowski. Where you at? How people can find you? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna help us put the word out for August 30th at the Chairman Fred Street Party.
You can, most definitely. Send me that information. You can find us on Instagram at Black Militia Inc. You can check the website out, www.blackmilitiainc.com. You can find me personally on Facebook, Ray Rabowski, or my personal IG page at RayH8815. You can order off the site. You can message me straight through me. It don't matter how you get the stuff, but we getting it out there, brother. And I ain't gonna lie, it was heavy coming on after Tamir Rice mother was on there. Prayers
yes, sir.
for her and her family. and,
What's
and a family for the kid in Akron. That man, these police is crazy, bro. It's like that was a lot following that call. I was trying to get myself together on the other side. I ain't
yeah, man, and it hurts, and it should, rightfully so, man. The time that you don't feel nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Sada Shakur has said, we're being oppressed. We have to be mindful of that, and I'm not saying like in a doomsday sort of way. I'm saying we say in a way that you can't get used to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We to catch ourselves. So we see the media coverage, and you hear about it. You know what I'm saying? You say, oh yeah. Some more's gunned down, and had the police. 60 times the brother was hit. You know what I'm saying? That he was hit. That we know about. This as Marvin Gaye said, this ain't living, man. You know what I'm saying? And we it's a difference between being a victim and a victor, but we have to be fighting back victims. And we have to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they hold up a lot of these slave success stories. People got a lot of money, say, okay, everything is cool. No, man, this shit ain't cool. This shit ain't cool.
And hearing that cop reapplying for his job is like slap in the face.
When she said that McDonald's analogy,
it's like the audacity, man. Like you not once but twice you tried to reapply.
Man, and when she said that McDonald's analogy,
Police. If y'all shouldn't be police. Y'all shouldn't be police if y'all scared of black people.
You think that McDonald's? I thought if you drop some hot grease on somebody like 10 years, that should stick with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hold on, it's the one. You know what I'm saying? A red alert pop up on your file. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you go certain places, they'll bring your shit back up on you. Or you can't get this. You can't rent an apartment, or because you know what I'm saying. The refrigerator handle was this place when you left out of there. You know what I'm saying? The arrogance, like, and then again, I mean, you think like I told you, think like, okay, pull this up, man. Shit, lay low. Don't even be associated with nothing. I mean, no police, no uniform. The fact that you still walking around. You know what I'm saying? But black people are treating the viewed as the Rodney Dangerfields of all races. You know what I'm saying? You have repeat offenders. They just get out on the motherfucker, man. So we gotta again continue to heighten the contradictions. You know what I'm saying? These pigs' names, you know what I'm saying, should be equated. You know what I'm saying? Like how they do us with so many cases, like it's certain terms and names that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers come out there, they bombard you with the propaganda before you know it, how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers who don't know what the fuck going on with Ukraine. As soon as they hear, like, yeah, we don't fuck with them. You don't fuck with who? Ukraine. I mean, one time I was in Acorn Projects in Oakland. I never forget this. And I think this was under Bush Jr.'s tenure, and the U.S. is invading Iraq.
Okay.
And I remember the cat was telling me, yeah, Saddam Hussein bogus. I said, what you mean? He violated the no-fly zone. I said, when the fuck did you become so politically in tune with all this shit? You know what I'm saying? And the deal is, you know what I'm saying? The ruling class, the video games they come out. Go check these videos. They be having video games. At certain times, you know what I'm saying, they have, you know what I'm saying, whoever they getting down on, the images, go listen to the songs, and sometimes even go listen to some of these rapper songs. I said, these motherfuckers talking like they really know the business with, you know what I'm saying, and they be talking about, yeah, man, Bin Laden bogus. Who in the fuck is you talking? You know what I'm saying? So the war is being waged against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Timothy Logans, the Lieutenant John Burgess, you know what I'm saying? Henry V. Hanyahan, what's his name in Philadelphia? Frank Rizzo. List goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
On and on, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers, you know, it's a bad memory, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you hear these motherfuckers, you know, man, it should be tied into it, man. Real talk. And cause I'm saying this in a way, not subjectively. Then we talk about Tamir Rice. We talk about different cases, Jalen Walker. It's not the machinery of it, not just the individual. Not that this is bad police. The media coverage. You know what I'm saying? See, like when Chairman Fred and the 15th of Mark Clark were assassinated, when they was December 4, 1969, what the Chicago Tribune reported. The Chicago Tribune said it was a shootout. I reminded, I was in the Tribune office, I reminded them. They said, damn, we was in the Chicago Tribune office. and they was talking, they were doing these articles about the prisoners, saying being exonerated and so on and so forth. Oh, y'all lost me? On what? On Fremont. Call him back right now. Call him back right now.
Okay.
Fremont.
Okay.
Fremont.
Okay, fine.
We can also talk about the intentionality.
Hold on a second. Get you back on. Okay, Fremont. 1 second. Oh shit, it's 8:30. I know we good. It's probably okay. We good. Should be good.
Give me the right number again.
929 477 3785.
Hold on.
All right.
Talk rate. You are now in the host queue.
We back on some comrade. Free them all.
Free them all. You on?
We on. Okay, right on.
Free 'em all.
Okay, free them all.
We also have to talk about the intentionality in which they are able to take people into custody with no incidents. The fact that numerous people have murdered people, mass shootings, and yet they're arrested without incident, and we're murdered for no reason, with no weapons, etc., etc. So it's all, when people talk about reform, when people talk about the system, the punishment system, it's working exactly how it's supposed to work. They've been killing us, and with impunity, from the transatlantic slave to present day. They've been killing us.
Well, he needs some training to bring how to bring people in. What's the white cat in Hillside, Illinois? That boy, they brought him in 7. He murdered 7 people, and ain't none on his face with tattoos. Ain't a black eye. It's not a bruise. None of that on him. So they need more training. They know how to bring. They know how to bring a motherfucker in.
This is not about training. This is about the mentality that says that you can kill us with impunity. When you think about the thousands of black and brown people who have been murdered by police, why would they stop? Behavior only changes when there's consequences, and there isn't consequences.
As the criminal psychologist said, behavior is affected by consequences. Real talk. Motherfuckers know in the back of their mind. Somehow, you're saying, hold on, don't pull this shit with this community. Motherfuckers feel that with us, like, man, I know a lot of youngsters ain't hearing me though. The Rodney Dangerfields are all racist. This was a comedian. One of his lines was, we don't get no respect. And you know what I'm saying? The deal is, hey, we gotta up the ante. Respect is a priority with us. Real talk, y'all. We live and direct on Freedom on Radio. It's been making history, taking history, taping history, y'all. We on Blog Talk. We on Instagram. We on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We have to up the ante. Who else we have? We have any more calls in queue?
No other callers to you.
Okay.
Callers, if you'd like to come to you, press.
Saturday, we going to Tamir Rice thing up there, y'all, Cleveland, Ohio. We ride Saturday. Real talk. Y'all start getting ready for that's July 16th. Damn, time flying. August 30th coming up. Chairman Fred Street Party. We finna go hard. We finna go hard. We finna get these flyers out. We finna go hard, y'all. We finna go hard. We finna go extra hard. August 30th is going down. It's ground zero. 2037 West, Chairman Fred Hampton Way for the politically incorrect. Monroe. Then to the wall. Madison, California.
wall.
The wall. Going to the wall, y'all. Hey, you get what's the link to that video? What you type in?
Holler's YouTube channel. Holler.
Go to Holler.
Holla.
Holla. HOLLA on YouTube channel and check out that video. They ain't had no big meetings with us. They didn't have no big let's back and forth. Man, they took that in. Go to HOLLA and check that video at the wall. Check that out. Now, man, my man who you know who I'm cracking on, who all they ain't been there for a week. They ain't been there for a week.
Yeah, we shot the video on Saturday and Sunday. Shout out to D. Marissa, put it together.
Ran it out like
And yesterday or on Monday, we put it live. And shout out to Holla again, and also Curb Fest. Curb Fest is happening in New York City on Saturday, August 20th. We are bringing awareness to the political prisoners that are still being held captive on these slave plantations, as the chairman said, for the politically incorrect prisons. Some of our political prisoners have been down for 40 and 50 years, and we are having an event, Curb Fest, at the People's Church in Harlem on August 20th from 1 to 5 to bring awareness to the political prisoners throughout this country. Free them all.
Free them all, y'all. I think Sekou Odinga, some
Baba Sekou is a part of it.
Legends gonna be. I talked to him the other day. Y'all, I mean, it's, we don't take for granted. You know what I'm saying? That we have some, these forces back out here. But we Sunday out at Coley. These are morale boosts. You know what I'm saying? And shots in the arm. However, a revolutionary is never satisfied. A revolutionary is never satisfied. Free them all. The deal is, you know what I'm saying, man. But it's inspiring. I think even I be drained sometimes. But I think what they call survivor's remorse. I think about the Mumia Abu-Jamals and others. You know what I'm saying? They held captive. I think it's Dr. Mutulu Shakur. The cancer it's intensified with them. You know what I'm saying? The cases, the C numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the case discussion now. Imam Malik, Imam Jamil Al-Amin, former H.R. Brown, Mr. Larry Hoover, your cousin, the sister down, the people. And these, I watched this piece on YouTube about New Orleans prisons. Louisiana and Angola. And it's a piece on YouTube. I came up, man, about Angola, and this one brother, he been there. He never met his grandson they brought his grandson in. His grandson has life, and the grandfather, he drives the horses. They do the funerals in Angola, and he was showing the grandson was saying, man, I get back out there, And the grandfather was saying, yeah, I thought the same way too. I was, and just had common, this whole, this plantation, this ongoing slavery.
Yes.
Meeting your grandson, he coming in with natural life. You know what I'm saying? And then I done seen situations like that.
The amount of time that this country will incarcerate someone. We recently, in another work that I'm doing, was working with the participatory defense out of New Orleans to free Mama Glow, who was the longest serving woman prisoner in the state of Louisiana. She served 52 years, and when she was released in January of this year, they banned her from the state. So when we talk about reform, there is no reform. It's dismantling the system that was built to incarcerate us.
Again, it's a foreign, you go back, it's a foreign term, a foreign concept, for African people. And this whole concept, this whole and dynamic the history of, of prisons, you know what I'm saying. There are rules on how long you can keep a dog in captivity. There are rules, like humane society rules. So you can't keep a dog in a cage so long. The Pelican Bays, the Supermaxes, you know what I'm saying. And the story, I recall when the photographs were released of prisons in Abu Ghraib, Baghdad. Mind you, pictures that prison guards had took. Right. Prison guards took the pictures. Prisoners stripped naked, dogs released on their private parts, and they were releasing it. And some of those prison guards, like a Grainer, for example, one of them name was Grainer. See, hey man, I gotta grain these motherfuckers. The chump this pig named Grainer. Grainer was a homegrown terrorist. He worked at SCI Green where Mumia Abu Jamal was held captive at. So when he done this, when abroad, they was asking these prisoners, man, why you didn't report this? And the prisoners was like, man, we did report this, but to who? Right. Then a lot of prisoners said it was so embarrassing. Try to forget it. But the reality is Field Marshal George Jackson said, no man, I'm gonna paraphrase it, no man or no woman leaves that place unaffected. None. You know, when I got out for a while, initially when I first got out, I remember sitting in the room downstairs, and Mother Comrade would say, where you at? I wouldn't leave a room. I just sat down in the dining room. I think that's where I sat it for a while. And I remember raising some mail that came from me. And I remember talking, and I came, it was open. You know what I'm saying? It was something to get. And I remember, talking. I say, just that, like the sensitivity of your mail being open, and I mean, we reached up until recently. I mean, she's one time, some came in, and I was like, yeah, go ahead, comrade, And she said, you good? I said, yeah. I said, you know what I'm saying? That process of, I said, you open it, and it wasn't because you work with somebody gonna look at you. It's the whole dynamic, whole politic of what they do. I mean, there's one guard, this one guard, chump. He said his name was White, but I think that was a fraud name for him. He was a Menard. He was a sergeant. He wasn't no regular pig. You know what I'm saying? And this joker here would pull little stunts like when we went. They run what we call a chow lines. Even that term is called chow. Not food, not lunch, not breakfast. Called chow. And they would try to put certain guards by me so I can bump into them and give me a case. So, you know what I'm saying, they crowd the gallery in. And he would say little stuff like, what's on your daughter, like my daughter's report card came, you know what I'm saying? Then there's no privacy, you know what I'm saying? He would say stuff like, people protesting, and I wouldn't get the mail. One time our news, a lot of people didn't believe it. We did a newspaper from inside the camp. The Prison Conscience Committee, Black Panther Party Cubs. A lot of people can't believe that. See, everything we do is a strategic reason. The flyers for the Chairman Fred Street Party, they taking a long time for a number of reasons. We putting get the Black Panther Party newspaper on there. A lot of people didn't know the Black Panther Party even had a newspaper. See, a lot of people and you gotta drop that pill in applesauce. And it's not because we're not talking about it. A lot of people say, it's because we last call for alcohol. A lot of people can only hear us when that heat is on their ass. Mm-hmm. That's reality. The Panther Party was talking about some stuff before Nixon got in office. But Nixon, when he came with that campaign for law and order, it forced motherfuckers, oh man, what you were saying? So the vanguard got to be consistent.
And strategic, as you were saying.
Strategic, scientific, and all that scientific, because Minister UEP News said the most difficult job of fighting for the people is fighting for their interests, even when they don't even know their own interests.
That's right.
I done had Kessin locked up tell me, man, man, you talking about the prison thing, you talking about free them all. I done had Kessin tell me, man, I'm supposed to be here, man, because I didn't do this case. But when I did, I had Kessin say some like real talk. Well, man, I wasn't faithful to my lady. I'm trying to figure out how the state get it. I mean, how this shit justified by putting you in a motherfucking dungeon, in a concentration camp. This motherfucker twist this shit around. You go look at them 48 hours and the police come talk to a motherfucker. Listen, get this off your chest. I remember one time I was in isolation and I forgot the ticket they gave me. So I was on a hunger strike. Captain America, Negro we call Captain America. These Negroes were just I mean, they were used up for everything. Lieutenant Oates, that was his name. We called him Captain. They send him they go lock up he'd run into a crowd of brothers, you know what I'm saying? We thought, here come Captain America. So he wrote up this way out ticket. Mother come every day down visit me. He wrote all this weird stuff out. I was threatening to do this to the police. This real Stephen King novel shit. It was way out of that shit. So I got the ticket, so I'm challenging, so I go on a hunger strike. They bring some guards in there to try to threaten me. One guard coming there, she don't play. She get him out of the room. So they bring me out. So I stand close to them. So why you so close to me? I said, I'm watching that gun tower. They hit me. They gonna hit both our asses. So you know who I am? I said, what, you gonna scare me into eating? I said, man, I'm a hunger strike. It ain't happening. So then it's another guy, Lieutenant Gamble. He was very Machiavellian. He trying to run the word game, blah blah. That don't go. Then they come get me. Took me to Lieutenant Martin. They come get me. I never get him. That's when we talk about him too. I don't care what was going on in prison. They would call. It'd be 3 a.m. An uprising happening. They would send Lieutenant Martin in. You know what I'm saying? We would be making jokes. Lieutenant Martin, we heard you was at your daughter's graduation. They told you to get in here and stop the uprising. You could see him come in. That's tired. They get him all the time. So they come get me. They took me to. So I'm walking past a brother named Snake. He's in the shower, and I overheard the guard say, "Man, he got us all on Channel 9 News." So I tell the guard, I said, yeah, I'm gonna have you motherfuckers on CNN in a minute. Keep fucking around. So Snake was in the shot. He seen me. I was on a hunger strike. I didn't know how much weight I had lost. Snake say, Chairman, please. I said, be cool. I got it. He said, so my pants falling down, boxer drawers, everything. I'm talking about, man, I'm cuffed up. So Snake said, Chairman, come on. I said, I'm good. So they take me to the hospital. So this white doctor, he said, now, man, this doctor was later exposed. He wasn't even a doctor. He was doing community service for a cocaine case he had. So he brings me in the room. He say, we got to check your electrolyte. That's what I'm hearing that word. I said, what? He said, listen, what you're doing on this hunger strike, you try to make a point. He said, but he talked to Jesus last night. And Jesus was telling him that he said, it's time for me to come off this hunger strike. This the white doctor in Big Muddy River. We call Big Bloody River prison. This the white doctor who when you go over there, you get a knife stuck in your neck. They give you a Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This the one that know about all. He telling me that Jesus told him about my case last night. So I say, excuse me, man. I say, ain't no phones back there in Seg. He say, oh, yeah, no. I said, I don't know what this special phone, bat phone, whatever that y'all got this line to. But being Jesus talked to you about my case, about me about this hunger strike I'm on. If you can check out this appeal I filed, what's the update? Because I ain't got no response back. Man, he went straight the fuck off. Get him out of here. See, it's an arrogance that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, come in. This whole man, listen. A case in Detroit, Michigan, brother named Malice Green. The police had killed him. And they came with their usual shit. He was I think they said crack or dope. I forgot which one they said. The people in Detroit said, man, we don't get no fuck what he was at. Don't convict them pigs, see what happened. See, you cannot let them we call it the sidetracking of the slave. The sidetracking of the slave. Was Rodney King, was he speeding? See, these are questions you get caught up in. Man, dude, I'm cut from the cloth. We grew up, man. Hey, so one of my guys come and say something happened. Then we going to defend him, take it. Then me and him have a one-on-one conversation. Mm-hmm. This system here, it's not in no position. I don't get, man. We say, man, the U.S. Marines, one of their sayings is, kill them all, let God sort them out. The Black Panther Party Cubs say, free them all, let the people sort them out. Y'all, Marsha Haddon, what's the update in Menard now? As soon as I see the word, I'm having flash. Menard threatens to, listen here, y'all. She's been on, Alicia Gill, these ladies have been on, they've been in the studio with us. Menard, what's happened to their brothers and husbands? I'm talking Menard, You can talk to people in the streets. You can tell they've been in Menard before. This was Chairman Freer was in 1969. This is the piece Menard, Chester, Illinois. Menard, Illinois. This is where the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, that prison scene. This is what we talking about. Menard, Illinois. Now y'all, she done been in the studio with us. Go to her Facebook page. Alicia Gill Facebook page. Menard threatens to put feeding tools in people over this Menard. I'm telling you, I believe it was you think you back in the 1800s in Menard. I'm telling you, it's they shipped me at that motherfucker on my birthday, 1999. I never forget it. Shh. Man, and guys was snapping, man, he ain't going. We all telling him. They see me out that motherfucker. That was one of the best birthdays. I'm telling them, man, I knew I wasn't coming out that motherfucker alive. I was stood on it. One contact, one prisoner. We got go to her page. At least she give them page. You know what I'm saying? See what's the updates. What's going on about those held captive in this particular concentration camp. That's what I said. This concentration camp. The shit that go on that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. Notorious. Menard just went from listening to our recording to actually being on our phone calls. Now when he calls, she's talking about her husband. He calls, it comes from a 618 number, 826 number. Whenever he calls out, we can hear them pick up the phone. Kenyatta Marshall was upset over your grievance. I ate to these type of psychological games these motherfuckers get down to. I internal fast. You know what I'm saying? See, even in war, you talking about war. You go back and look. This amount of communication, shut down transportation. These are war tactics. For those listening all throughout the country, we need people. You know what I'm saying? Go to Alicia Gill Facebook page. Go to Marshall Haddon's Facebook page. See what's going down right now. I'm talking right now as we speak. As Menard, the history of this motherfucker. This was John Wayne Gacy. I don't know if y'all heard him. This is where he was at, but they had him up on the hill. Mm-hmm. Notorious. It's in Chester, Illinois. I went up for one of my comrades in the visiting room. He was talking to Chan. I said, "What part are you not clear on? I'm not coming at this motherfucker alive." Notorious. We better come on up out of here, y'all. Keep y'all heads up, eyes on the fist clench, y'all. Chairman Fred Street Party, August 30th. We're gonna be talking about the cases in Menard. We're gonna be we're gonna have people networking. Meantime, between time and after that, keep your heads up, eyes on the fist clench. Another program with the Black Panther Party Cubs. Freedom on Radio, hosted weekly by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robin Allen, a.k.a. also known as Lady Rage, or some of y'all youngsters, Baby D.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. And my sister.
Ayula, hailing to you from San Francisco, California, across the bridge
They in the building.
Oakland, home of
The Black Panther Party
for self-defense. Free them all.
The historical stomping ground, Oakland, California. We're looking to be there August 17th for Garvey. We're looking to be there September 3rd for another event we got going on. I ain't want to let the cat out the bag. Hollywood next time, if you still on, get a birthday coming, having a birthday party up there. That's going out September 3rd. But man, I don't know. Hey, I catch my breath because after August 30th, man, it's going down. August 20th, the Curve Festival. They're gonna have us all over the board. August 20th, the Curve Fest in New York. Go get a black cat nap. Get you a few hours of rest. Get right back out. It's going to August 30th. Chairman Fred Street Party. September 3rd. August 17th. God, we gotta be in Oakland, man. This Saturday. Cleveland, Ohio, for Tamir Rice. Hey, we moving and grooving, y'all. We moving and grooving.
You can't be for the people if you're not among the people.
So you're right. And how they came through them, they touched down. Go check that video again on HOLLA YouTube channel and the wall. It's inspirational. Officer Frazier, who planted the drugs. Yeah, I know that people say, what you mean? Yeah. Who planted the drugs, sell inmate, racial names, have an African American wife. Yet he calls inmates niggas, y'all. That's the police inside that's the police internal affairs. That's the police inside the police. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, y'all. Same time, same station. Next week we're gonna be calling for some tough questions. Some people want to do some of the Rainbow Coalition, and we say, okay, we need y'all to call in, and we need our audience, that people be able to, ask y'all some questions. So we talking about next week. We need people, you know what I'm saying, ask the question with the, you know what I'm saying, because we real, like we just some struggles some cats recently. People call, man, Chairman, come on, man, they deal with these different groups, man. I say, hold on, man. I these cats playing with our names, man. In case, oh man, we got unity. I'm not just into no simplistic unity. I say, man, we say, come on, man, they can be divisive. No, we identify. See, black folks, you know what I'm saying, speak French too much at the wrong times. We ain't all on the same agenda.
That's right.
That the record reflect the Portuguese could have never kidnapped me had not been with the assistance of some African kings and queens. See, some of us up with this shit. See, Nazi Germany, some of us who be up with this shit. We hiding in the contradiction. We call the question on Uncle Sam and Sambo, the Gringo and the Negro. See, Kim Il-sung made it clear in North Korea. He told the U.S., oh no, they with you over there. Ho Chi Minh and Gia made it clear in North Vietnam. I said, oh no, you guys, they with the Yankees. No, they not here. The Black Panther Party made it clear. We ride with the people. Regardless how many Negroes you get, you know what I'm saying? Man, we not coming no blanket. Won't you talk to them? Some, man, there's an agenda. And some people, some cats, I'm going through some situations now. In the neighborhood, some cats doing some stupid shit. Chairman Fred would say half these motherfuckers crazy, the rest of them agents. By the time I figure out which one he is, I've been in the penitentiary to the graveyard. It's going to get to the stage of the game, what Chairman Mao Zedong said. Blood to the horse's brow. And woe to those who can't swim. Free them all. Keep those. I'm gonna get y'all a community calendar. Repost them, type them, tweet them, put them out there, y'all. Heads up, asthma, fist clench, y'all. What's it called? Free them all. Take us on out, Sister Comrade. Free them all.
All my niggas living in a rush. Slow it down just a notch, baby. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Like the hostage, like the front of your child.
Real talk, y'all.